Hello, I'm gonna do a recap of some cards I bought today in Osaka. And no, this is actually not the part 2 of the Fukuoka Kyushu Kokura trip that I did, where the part 2 is Kyoto and Osaka. This is a separate Osaka trip that I've done. So we're kind of jumping into the future here, and we're not going in chronological order anymore. So when that Osaka Kyoto recap does make it to the public, that'll be backtracking a little bit. So essentially after that trip, I came back to America for the East Bay Card Show, as well as a wedding, and I've since come back to Japan, and here I am in Osaka. Got a bunch of stuff happening over the next few weeks that maybe aren't directly card purchasing related, so let me zoom out a little bit. It's a little out. So just looking at my schedule, it's gonna be a little bit tough to do like a super aggressive card shopping like I have in the past. So I found a day to come down and spend the day card shopping. So here we are. So this is a near mint minus card, has 96 Pikachu. This back is insane. You won't see that today with Pikachu strapped to a table. I don't know what I'll do with it yet, but I know a while back, like last year, PSA 9s were like $250, $300, maybe a little more. So, you know, $60 felt pretty good. And we've just got like some smaller stuff here. So this was new Ninin store, second store in Osaka. So that new store format matches that of, well, actually, I guess they don't have a play space in Tokyo. So I guess it doesn't quite matter. Well, this one in Osaka has a play space, but the store itself matches that of like Ikebukuro and Nakano. This is still from Ninin. This is from their storage bins. So just some good value. And then these were very random. Shadowless Charmander. I don't know how much they go for in America, but for like LP Plus, felt like $3 was kind of cheap. These artworks are quite nice. Nintendo era artwork. It's a very like soft color palette. I like them a lot. Nice, like reflective hollow too. So I feel like this one was a Best Buy at the storage. Couldn't really believe that I found that. And smiling Bulbasaur is always a good thing. So I'm staying at a budget hotel in Osaka, just like one of those business hotels, and everything's a little bit more dated. Oh, this is my favorite purchase of this day trip down. TCG Sunrise had a full shiny legendary set, Harkle Soul Silver era. I did not buy the Kyogre because the condition was a bit rough on that one, but I do have a Kyogre at home, so this is now technically a full set that I can make available. And like, I don't even know if these prices are that great, because like a while ago I sold up 9 of this and a 9 of that for really, really cheap, like dirt cheap. Like I should have taken it off eBay cheap, but they're sitting on my store for the longest time. Same for this one. I sold a 9 of this for pretty low. That was a little while ago, so I don't know how the prices are now, but just being able to have a full set available, even if it never sells, like just having it, just having the supply available. Like I don't think you see a full set available too often, and like these are perfect for binders. So if anything, like I'd be getting high on my own supply to put in my own binder maybe. I haven't owned the Rayquaza for a while, but like look at the colors on that holo. That's insane. I don't remember who mentioned it, but like somebody mentioned that Rayquaza has like lip liner, like the red on the outside, and I could just never unsee it after that. But otherwise, still like S tier Pokemon. So honestly, like even if I paid way too much for these, like you just don't really see a full set out in the wild like that. So I just thought it was really cool. All right, let's get into this. And I'm only filming this just because couldn't really fall asleep. Even though I have to be up at 7 tomorrow to catch the train back to Tokyo. So, pretty cheap, nothing crazy here. This condition was a lot better than the price indicated, so that was actually these both were, so kind of no-brainers, cheap, nothing too crazy. A little swirl there. Usually at this price, like this card is completely destroyed and bent in half, but it wasn't, so it made a lot of sense. Like the front presents so well. That all over hollow. So the back is a bit rough, but like I've seen so many stores have this condition for this card and they charge 3x what the sticker was. So to me that's enough. Oh yeah, here we go. I think it's pretty crazy how sealed packs of this are like you add one more 0 and that's the price, but if it's just the Cramorant, like it's just this price. Pretty crazy to me. I'm pretty sure the only thing with this when I saw in store was centering. But surprisingly, my hotel, like I guess the way the light is in the room, is shining off the card perfectly. So I feel like the camera could get like pretty good angle of condition. Yeah, like it looks pretty good. I'm not sure why it was priced like I feel like if I saw this price in Tokyo, the card would have like a dent in it. Like the centering is pretty solid on this. Like these usually have the right thin border, and this one does by a little bit, but not by too much. Not bad, not bad. Take those. I gotta keep the receipt with it too. Seedable. I bought 2 cards. Melodic EX, Jirachi Play EX. Just nothing crazy, just a decent purchase. And any guesses as to what card this is? Actually, yeah, it's guessable. You said Shining Mew, you are correct. PSA 1. Like, don't even take it out of the loader. It's pretty messed up. Front and back. And this one you can see through. You can literally see everything. It's pretty messed up. It's a Screen Pikachu. At this price, it's any grade, any condition. I sold a PSA 1 for $1,500 on eBay. So yeah, that's they put it in their pocket, and I don't know what happened to it, but it's like the dog got a hold of it or something. One card here, Articuno. It's not in great shape, but for the price, I will take it. Not bad. And we're starting to get into the part of the commentary of probably why I spontaneously turn on the camera and force the chronology of these videos to go out of order all of a sudden. You're about to see a lot more of these mews, and something I've been thinking about a lot lately is available supply. Like, I think there is a value in investing in really good available supply, especially for things that are difficult to obtain. And I think using this card as an example is going to be just like those PSA 7, PSA 8 quality copies of this card. And that you can kind of see where there's a little issue there at the bottom. And it's a little bit of experimentation too, because this card and Scream cards, what other cards? There are certain cards that to me have had kind of like an end of life as prices have gone up on them. For example, I haven't bought like Nagaba Pikachus or really any Nagabas ever since they've gone past. That's pretty gnarly. Still bought it anyway, but like Detective Pikachu, all the Nagabas, just stuff that's like very abundant, easy to grade. And I feel like if I did continue buying on the way up, sure, I would have done well, but it wouldn't have, like, I don't know, it just doesn't fit what I'd look for in terms of like creating supply of really, like, you know, more difficult stuff to obtain. And I think that's the stuff that's kind of worth working towards. I don't know if that makes sense, but what I mean is, like, I've continued to buy Coral Mews Raw on the way up. For a while, I was buying Scream cards on the way up, like continuously buying, grading, selling, buying more as the price had gone up, selling, buying more, and just like repeating that cycle. And during that process, you begin to have a sharper eye for these specific cards and their characteristics, and knowing what to look for, and getting a better sense of what grade it will get. Because you're going through so many of these cards that have somewhat unique characteristics, like the Coral Mews have a glossy front, they're generally off-center, scratch really easily in the surface on the front, and that's just not this card. But because of like the hollow pattern, the hollow on the front, the gloss on the front, it's really prone to surface scratching. The back is always off-center. The back on this side always has like some sort of like divot here. You get to know the cards a lot better when you cycle through a lot of them. And for the Scream cards, it's a little different, where there is no texture, but because of it being non-textured, non-hollow, you get a pretty good idea of what it would grade. Like for the Psyduck, it's always off-center, even though you can get a 10 on off-centered copies. It's not completely impossible. It is what it is. So we got another one here. And kind of taking this example back to the mews is, especially for vintage, it's just been getting more and more difficult to, find those, or finding, 7-able copies, 8-able copies. And at the end of the day, those copies are still near mint to mint, generally clean copies, and that's just tough to come by in today's kind of raw sourcing ecosystem. So I feel like where I want to be on those is having the expected grade, and you can see the price tags are just insane on those, and they're not too far off from like, what the current, 7s and 8s kind of go for. But I feel like there's a value in being able to regrade them and have those on hand for whatever the price is at that moment. Just having the available supply, in a way, is on a card that is tried and true, has a lot of market data, but is scarcer as the days go by, where a lot of people's best bet is to just buy a graded copy outright. To be able to source it raw and, maybe even hit a 9, I think, the opportunity goes beyond just like pluses and minuses on your sales sheet. I know I'm talking like really slowly, so it's probably best to just like 2x the rambling here, but TLDR is basically, there's a value in having available supply versus not having it, or rather like filtering out options just because the like you're gonna break even And even there's even the power in that too, because sure, you might break even at worst now, but depending on where prices go, it could help out in the long run, especially with like how long it takes PSA to grade in today's world anyway. Like for those mews, if breaking even is the worst case scenario, then I'll take it, because that means there's only upside, and dollar wise, like it's a lot of money, but it's not like Poncho money or Mario Pikachu money. Like I feel like for myself personally, those would be the amounts that I wouldn't be too comfortable with. That would be a bit much for me, but everybody has a line. Everybody will draw a line in the sand somewhere, and you know that line's going to be different for everybody. And for me, like I prefer to keep it in things that I know really, really well. And I think there are some cards, there are other cards that other people in our space know really, really well too. And you know their risk tolerance will be higher for those cards. And I guess for me, like that card is this. So I think it's pretty clear that none of these cards are gonna 10, but because grading sits on such a spectrum, like at worst, absolute worst, the cards are 7s at worst, and at these prices, many of these are gonna like break even or even be down in today's prices. Like this was a lot. This was the most expensive one I bought, and a couple others that are on a little bit more cheaper side. That even if it did set, it doesn't have to 7. It could 6 and still break even. But the upside is like the potential 8 or 9. I think 8 is that middle number where it's very realistic, and that's where you know you feel a bit better. That's like if every single card, every single Mew got an 8, I wouldn't be complaining. Oh, I forgot I bought this. Yeah, this could, I think I bought this expecting an 8 on it, and I honestly didn't even check what 8s go for, so. Oops, maybe. But I think it goes without saying, having the opportunity to buy a pretty clean Karen's for even 1,000 in today's world is not common anymore. That's another kind of like thought too, is like we have a very black and white world of what is like considered clean or not, and a lot of times it's gonna be like people's definition of near mint is gem mint for some reason. When they ask you a loaded question of is this near mint, they're really asking you, do you think this has a shot at getting a 10? And then you kind of have to crack like a half smile and talk them down. That's the thing for me, like clean is like nice presentability front and back, but not necessarily a 10. Like great binder copies. You can see the price difference between this and this. Like a little side-by-side type of deal here. And obviously with my janky camera setup, I can't capture every fine detail. And at this point, it's more my hands than the card. Gotta get me on one of those Apple hand commercials. I don't know if they do that anymore, but that's what I'm thinking of. Oh, this one's got a swirl right in the middle. See if we can show it. That's crazy. It's like a $3,000 card now. So there's like a little print line there. And yeah, that's kind of what you sign up for sometimes. We'll see what happens, but swirl in the middle. See, that's what's crazy about this card. You can literally see my silhouette in the background of the phone. That's wild. How many cards can do that? All right, well, moral story here is how many mews did I buy? One. Oh, I think this card's crazy. Like the artwork has that manga style. That's tough. Oh yeah, I found this for 5,000 yen, even though on Card Rush they go for 8,000, and it's like didn't find any issues with it. So if anything, that's gonna be for me. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I bought 6 mews today. So one of them's obviously a PSA 1. But you know, if I end up with 5 7s out of this, then I have 5 7s and we'll deal with it. But like where else you can get 5 7s? You can buy them, but that's no fun. Like if 5 7s is the baseline, I'll take it. But realistically, I expect, like, I equally would not be surprised if there are 5 8s, and then it becomes a, you know, very strong buy for all of these. And the ones that are more expensive, that one and the other one, you know, I think the upper expectation there's a 9. So we'll see what happens. But yeah. Bye-bye.